Welcome to the latest headlines from the Times Star and Whitehaven News. A Workington woman and her partner are on trial at Carlisle Crown Court for child cruelty. Kaylee Gilliott turned a blind eye while her child suffered repeated injuries at the hands of Carl Byers, the court heard. Byers is also accused of inflicting grievous bodily harm and 2 counts of assault. Gilliott's 8-month-old son was admitted to hospital in June last year with a 10-day-old fracture to his collarbone, broken ribs and bruising to his face. The prosecution said the injuries were non-accidental. The pair deny the charges and the trial continues. A Whitehaven man has been denied NHS funding for a life-saving cancer drug for the second time. Since October, townsfolk have raised £19,000 of funding for the drug Avastin for Michael Kennett. He was diagnosed with bowel cancer and underwent an operation 8 years ago, but cancer was later found in his lungs and liver. His original request for the drug to be funded by the NHS was turned down because it was not cost-effective and was not the best use of resources. After several courses of treatment, his family said scans were showing improvement, and they decided to ask if the NHS would consider funding the drug, but it declined. The owner of a Whitehaven greengrocers has been ordered by a court to repair its building because it is dangerous. Copeland Council has been granted the order against Stephen Dahl, the owner of Kinsella's greengrocers in the marketplace. The floor joists are rotten, and the facade is coming away from the frontage, a surveyor found. The premises at 8 Marketplace have been on the town's eyesore list for several years. The detectives leading the hunt for masked raiders who tied up a teenage girl and threatened her with a knife has said the investigation was progressing well. 10 officers are investigating the crime when 3 men burst into a home in High Harrington last Wednesday night. Detective Inspector Gary Hunter said there had been a good response from the public. The teenager was alone in her home when the men broke in about 10 p.m. after her parents went out to the shop. Police are investigating whether they had been lying in wait for the parents to leave before striking, although it is not yet clear if the house was specifically targeted. She had her hands tied behind her back while the men ransacked the house. 8 developers are in the running to work on the £100 million redevelopment of the West Cumbria Hospital in Whitehaven. 7 of the potential partners are due to attend open days next week, and a decision on which firm would carry out the work will be made next month. It is possible that only 50% of the original hospital would remain after the development, and all services are expected to continue at the West Cumberland during the work. Remember to log on to the Times Star and Whitehaven News online for the latest news, views, videos and sport.